mental picture in my mind just to keep this moment till the end of time. 'Cause I know that it might be over after tonight. So before I change my mind, your hands around my waist, just let the music play. Like a drug, I am hooked on you. Sweeter than summer wine, baby, just hold me tight. Like a drug, I am hooked on you. And that makes me say, oh man, you make it feel like paradise. Goddamn, I think I'm gonna lose my mind. Oh man, you make it feel like paradise. Paradise. Bittersweet, give it to me. If it's only for tonight, it's bittersweet, give it to me. If it's only for tonight, it's bittersweet, give it to me. If it's only for tonight, it's bittersweet, give it to me. Oh man, you make it feel like paradise. Goddamn, I think I'm gonna lose my mind. Oh man, you make it feel like paradise. Paradise. Oh man, you make it feel like paradise. Goddamn, I think I'm gonna lose my mind. Oh man, you make it feel like paradise. Paradise. Bittersweet, give it to me. If it's only for tonight, it's bittersweet, give it to me. If it's only for tonight, it's bittersweet, give it to me. If it's only for tonight, it's bittersweet, give it to me. In the stillness somewhere above the city lights, you're falling in love. Still aware, you know it is true that you were lost and this is a clue. Love is forever, love is forever. To believe you gotta let go. Light as a feather, light as a feather. Lucid dreaming over Tokyo. Love is forever, love is forever. Gotta let go. Love is forever, love is forever. Gotta let go. With the music still in your ears, you're on your way to conquer your fears. In this dream of your own desire, there is someone calling your name. Love is forever, love is forever. To believe you gotta let go. Light as a feather, light as a feather. Lucid dreaming over Tokyo. Love is forever. Gotta let go. Love is forever. Love is forever. Gotta let go. To believe you gotta let go. Lucid dreaming over Tokyo. Just close your eyes. And when you wake up, you know what you need to do. Just close your eyes. Someone's been waiting for you. Just
And welcome back, everybody, for our third match of the day. Right now, we are going to have UW-STOUT versus Carthage College. I'm Odin, the awesome tank player for the academy team here at UW-STOUT, and I'm joined by Coop Queen.
Hi, I'm Koopa. I'm also a DPS from the Academy team, so it's
We are
exciting to watch
representing.
this. Yeah.
That's right. We're coming out for Stout. We are here for Stout. We're ready. We are. I can't wait. I can't wait to watch our team play today.
No, I'm
Hopefully, this will be an interesting game. What do you think?
definitely going to be interested. I don't know much about the other team, honestly, so I'm interested to see, like, what kind of things it's going to be.
Speaking of, for Carthage College, we've got Crazy Mage and Lunar Synergy on tank.
Definitely good old sub end in case something needs to be happen.
Yeah, looking up, they got a lot of DPS, but only 2 support players. That's kind of uncommon. Usually, when you see you see your team lineups, a lot of the subs come in for your support players instead of like, having a bunch of DPS or having a bunch of tanks. It's usually fairly difficult to actually find a tank player, and so having more than one of them is kind of lucky.
Yeah.
Also, I just noticed Shinbone's actual name is Odin. What a great name! What an actually great name!
We love it.
Oh, we do love it. We love it a lot. Yeah. So for the lineups today, I'm thinking we're pretty stocked, and I'm really excited to see what kind of what kind of matchups we're running. I know
Mhm.
for Stout's roster, we have a lot of goated startups here. And speaking of, look at them. Mm. I'm particularly a fan of that Odin guy. You know that other tank. What do you think, Brooke?
Are we
I'm
going
a
to see
big
much
fan of that guy.
gameplay from him, though? No, I'm not sure about it.
Probably not going to see a whole lot of gameplay because of casting, but yeah, we'll probably have Master Bubble. I'm going to guess Spinal and Stealthy Sock, and then Cloud, and I think Killjoy in there. What do you
Definitely.
expect to see their DPS running, Brooke?
I know they've been doing a lot of like Tracer Sojourn, maybe Tracer Sombra.
Mm.
No idea, depending on the map, definitely also.
I do know my boy Bennett, my boy Spinal is he has been grinding those hours on Sombra.
Ooh,
So I expect big things out of him. I expect nasty things out of him.
definitely some big hacks, maybe some alt canceling. Who knows?
Mm-hmm. Some big empanada, big EMPs. Uh, EMP is just kind of like a big game changing ultimate. So
Definitely. It can be
I
used in
think
multiple different ways as well.
right. Being able to shut down like Orisa ults and shutting down like BAP windows, and just it's the fact that it cancels out abilities for 3 seconds, takes like 40% of the health away. It's like that is a fight winning ultimate. You press Q and your team in theory should take should
Hmm.
take the
If
match.
everyone knows their roles, then should be pretty easy.
Yeah, but should very excited also to see some Master Bubble gameplay. I know his Orisa is kind of disgusting right now,
Hmm.
and Orisa's kind of the best tank right now in the current meta. So, um, if they decide to stick to that brawl comp, then it should be a fairly nasty match.
Definitely, definitely. And I know Cloud is loves the Lucio.
Yeah,
Wouldn't really be much without the Lucio there.
no, he's actually one of the best Lucios I've ever seen, and like teaming along with him, Killjoy.
Hmm.
The two of them are like actually such a crazy support duo, and especially when you put Killjoy on that Kiri, his ability to like land those headshots, keep people up. His Suzes are always perfectly on time. Um, he's always putting out a good amount of damage as well, and a megaton of healing. It's kind of crazy,
Definitely. We've been seeing a lot of Kiris with the Lucios and stuff, so.
right? It's so good for that quick moving comp, and for our rankings here. So obviously, we had the results of our earlier 2 games: River Falls, Whitewater, Milwaukee, and MSOE. Whitewater did take the W for them, a nice clean 3-0 against River Falls. So um, good for them. Moving
Hmm.
on to the next bracket. Actually, I believe the match later tonight, UW Stevens Point versus UW Madison, is where we'll see their other player come in. So
Sounds good. First map is Antarctic Peninsula today, like always, like all the other matches. Are we
had a
gonna?
conversation with Thespia earlier. This is not my map. This is
No,
not
it's kind of hard with these like control points. Also, there's 3 different maps, so you can start out on any of the 3. If you have a favorite one, you might not even get a chance to play it.
right. Right. Yeah, this map is very difficult, obviously, for due to all the like the heights and the
Hmm.
like buried sight lines. There's not a ton of like long range poke ability here, so it's kind of like an in your face and who's best at like that really quick like brawl type style.
Hmm.
Um, yeah,
Yeah,
and
definitely. I
fighting for
think.
that high ground.
Yeah,
Oh,
definitely. I
sorry, go
believe
ahead.
Milwaukee had some troubles trying to walk up some stairs to get a height
Hmm.
advantage from MSOE, but they weren't able to get it at all at certain points.
Right. Yeah. It's definitely a very, very difficult point to if you are not able to. You're not the first one to that space. It's definitely very difficult to retake that space while not using a ton of cooldowns and stuff like that.
Definitely.
But looks like we are heading into the match. We got our teams ready and lined up. So, like we predicted for Stout, we have Master Bubble, Spinal, Stealthy Sock, Killjoy, and Cloud. And then for Carthage, we have Lunar Synergy, Shinbone, ZXC, Eve Online, and Jumpy Wizard.
Definitely. I'm interested to see what kind of styles they like to bring out. Of course, us being Stout students, we know what our kind of love is. Ooh. Looks like Carthage is bringing out a dive-ish kind of comp? I don't know. I'm not sure what Venture kind of fits into when it comes to dive, kind of like comp they are good for.
Yeah, they're kind of really good for that like quick dive comp. They're kind of like if any of you guys are Overwatch veterans and you played back in Overwatch 1, that old Doomfist DPS is kind of where
Yeah,
Venture sits right now with their ability to quick get in, do a lot of damage, and get out with their shield abilities and a lot of movement abilities.
definitely. So let's see who can get to that high ground first. Looks
Right.
like Master Bubbles is able to get there and start to securing the higher ground.
Spin. Carthage is definitely going to want to try and take this. Master Bubble's going to need to be careful with his cooldowns, though. There's a lot of damage coming out from Carthage.
Definitely, and plus with the ball and the dive comp, are they going to go more for Stout's backline? Like, how much are they going to pay attention to Master Bubbles and how much are they not?
Right. Yeah, definitely. Killjoy and Cloud are going to need to be on their A game right now because there's going to be a ton of pressure on them. Like we see, obviously, first 2 targets go down.
Speaking of, yeah, both Cloud and Killjoy both went down. Stealthy Sock is down, and ZXC is also down.
Master Bubble is still taking names on the point. Managed to capture point, get him a nice 5 or 6% chunk right there. You know,
Definitely.
they do lose first point. Shinbone does have his pulse bomb going into this next fight. Carthage is about 80% to beat and 50% to call.
Yep.
Bubble, however, is sorry, go ahead.
Stealthy Sock, it looks like also made a switch as well, which is interesting. Got that
Ooh,
cast.
pulse bomb does not land. That's big.
Ooh, both Killjoy and Cloud are down again to ZXC. That Venture character is just dominating at the moment.
Quite literally, almost a 5K from that Venture character. Stout was definitely not expecting to have to fight a Venture character. We'll see if they make any swaps.
Looks like they're gonna keep what they're at, but wonder what the struggle is at the moment. Is Venture just getting behind with the Wrecking Ball and just taking out the backline? Because the supports are going down first, which means whoever survives don't have any support.
Right. Yep. And that's going to be something Master Bubble's going to want to try and put a lot of pressure onto Carthage's supports here. But once again, they're being caught out in the back like there. Managed to take out that
Venture is down. Yep. Terra
he
Surge
gets a
is
nice
out.
pull. Lucio going in.
Is he
Can he
gonna?
get the Lucio?
And he's able to get Jumpy Wizard. We have Kitsune Rush. Everything's just out on the point, trying to get something for Stout, but unable to. As landmines are just filling the capture points, so.
That is about one more recontest. They do have EMP and potentially High Noon as they go into this next fight.
Master Bubble
Carthage does
switched to the Diva though. So.
Yeah, I think that might be a good choice with how quickly Carthage is getting on their backline like that. The ability to ooh, he does get the EMP off.
Definitely able to take down that coalescence from the Moira. We got the High Noon. Are we gonna pick anything? Not quite. Fighting for the point as much as they can, but unable to get some sort of touch.
And the Carthage Overwatch team takes map 1.
Unfortunate for Stout. Carthage is doing pretty well, though. Only time that Stout was able to touch was at the beginning.
Right. Hey, at least it wasn't 100% to 0%, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We did get some percentage on the board.
Definitely, that is a positive to all of that. But we see Stout's looking at some switches. Stealthy Sock back on that Tracer. But
I think what Stout needs to try and look to do here is it looks like their backline and their DPS and supports are kind of getting caught out in rotation. So either Master Bubble's going to need to look to peel for them, or he's going to have to try and counter dive on the enemy team, and they're going to have to be very, very fast about this.
Definitely, Master Bubble has that switch to the Winston and Killjoy's Moira now, so trying to do some kind of switch up to make it not as bad as the situation that it is.
Venture does use Dig. Lucio also low. He's going to need to look to back out here and regain some health.
Wrecking Ball's
taking
just
a lot of
taking
damage
off
right now.
the backline of Stout. They're
a lot of damage being poured out right now.
definitely, and I have no idea about the new Wrecking Ball rework. I don't play him, so.
So the new Wrecking Ball rework is actually might be what's causing this team some trouble right now. So Wrecking Ball can, for those of you who don't know, can gather a bunch of shields from being around enemy players, and with the new rework, he can now disperse those shields to his teammates up to like 75 health per person, which is quite a big bump that they gave to him, being able to really help out his team over just
Definitely, so he can definitely dive with the DPS and have the support kind of lay back, and the tank being the support there essentially.
Looks like Stealthy is trying to almost duel this Venture and Ball right now.
Spino was able to get the Moira picked there. Trying to see
exactly what Stout needed.
Killjoy with the Coalescence. Cloud almost has that beat. Stealthy Sock and Master Bubble both have their ults as well.
Back on the Lucio. Here's that dreaded minefield again, though. Stout just used 4 ultimates right now. That's not what you want to see.
I mean, if they're able to win the fight, that may be good, but at the same time, if they're not, it's for nothing.
Right. I guess they did take the fight, so overall, then, take the fight. I know for a fact Killjoy and Stealthy Sock should be able to build their ultimates again fairly quickly. We do have EMP coming into this next fight, which should be very, very, very big.
But Stealthy Sock did fall to a Moira orb. With the Coalescence coming out and the EMP to cancel that. Initiation was able to come out though for Venture and catch out Cloud. Spinal and Master Bubbles are also down on the Stout team, with Jumpy Wizard down on Carthage.
Indeed. Oh, we got Ball, who's like Spider-Man, setting up for the next push here.
Just kind of hanging about there.
Carthage coming into this next fight with a pulse bomb, but nothing much else. Master Bubbles also about 50. And he gets slammed down in the back there. Does not use his shields yet, though. Stout's in a rough situation.
Master Bubbles looks to be taken out there. Shinbone was able to take out Cloud with the pulse, but also himself, I believe, as well. So.
Spino is going to need to look to get out here because he's going to need touch soon.
Definitely, Stout is being pushed back as Carthage is about to take that point and about to take this full match point as well. Oh, Stealthy Sock switched to a Reaper to see if he can counter some of the diving, but I don't know if they'll have enough time at this point, or if it's going to be enough. It might be Killjoy and Spino's both able to get picks while Master Bubble is cleaning up the arena.
They just need to kind of chill and reset. Look to take height here.
Definitely. But all Carthage has to do is just walk on point and capture it once again, and it's done. So.
Now, something to look at is Carthage does have 2 support ults coming online to Stout's 1, so definitely Bubbles, Spinos, and Socks ults are going to have to they're going to have to be worth something.
Definitely, Bubbles, Master Bubbles pops the ult, Jumpy Wizard, and the other support is also popping their ults. It's just, it's final fight
Did you take out the Venture? It's even right now. Beat does come out. Spinal is back. Does have EMP. Is he going to look to use EMP here?
Ooh, Shinbone is able to get the double pulse. Ooh, Spinal unable to do anything with their ult. ZXC's ult able to take down some, and this might be it for Carthage. Unless Master Bubble can somehow touch. It's going to be very close.
Oh, he's unable to.
Unfortunate.
Well, map 1 or round 1 does go to Carthage.
Very well played from Carthage, though. The dive comp worked very well, especially with the new hero, as we're gonna see here. Also worked very well for them. Really loving this new season stuff.
Yeah, Venture is certainly a force to be reckoned with if you're not careful.
Definitely, and I think, me personally, I see Venture more as a brawly kind of comp. They're a lot more like short range kind of things, but seeing them as a dive is definitely interesting and something cool.
Yeah, you do have a good point on there. Carthage just showed us that Venture is not just dive. Venture is also a, is also a viable brawl. So.
Definitely, and now we're going to be onto Escort today for our second match. Any good Escort maps? Any predictions you may have?
Well, I don't know. For our Escort maps, I think Stout is probably going to pick one that's maybe a little bit more. Hopefully, they'll pick one that might be a little bit more brawly, because I think right now with the ball comp that Carthage is throwing at them, that it's they're kind of getting caught out a little bit in like the middle.
Definitely. Ooh.
And like I said, they pick Watch Point Gibraltar. I'm gonna be honest, this is feeling very similar to the game that I casted earlier, where Whitewater and MSO or not MSOE, Eau Claire.
Yeah, definitely. My view on Watch Point is definitely more dive and stuff, like getting up and down on different high points and everything. So, but
yeah, I have a feeling we'll see some probably D.Va here, just with D.Va's jets of able to go to and from height. We might see some Doomfist.
Lots of movements and stuff, definitely.
Indeed. So it'll be interesting. I definitely feel like with how well it went for Carthage, we'll see some more Venture and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So.
Wonder if they're gonna do the ball comp again. Is that much of a Watch Point kind of comp?
It could be, especially after the new rework. He could definitely be played here. So
okay.
We'll see how that goes.
Definitely, I'm excited to see what happens now. Let's get into it.
All right.
So, here we have beautiful scenery of the good old Watch Point, as we're waiting to see what kind of heroes they're gonna be. Looks like no swaps on either team. Ooh, you said the D.Va.
Just as we both called, we are going to see a D.Va. And Killjoy bringing out the Ana with Cloud on Brig.
I don't think I was expecting that, but they do need some help on that backline, probably.
Yes. This should make it fairly difficult with Master Bubble being able to potentially peel for his backline here, and also Spinal and Stealthy Sock being able to peel for their backlines as well. This should make it a lot more difficult for Carthage to actually score some, score some value on the backline there.
Definitely, and Stout is starting off on the defense for this match as well, so we'll see what happens when we get right into it. Definitely hopping up to that high ground right away. Fighting as much as they can on that high ground, getting as many picks. Spinal was able to get ZXC there.
That's big, as the Venture was quite a problem for them
Definitely,
in the last match.
And that's going to cause a switch to Echo off of Venture. This might not just be a Venture map.
This map is quite well known for its Echo. Echo has quite a high skill floor and a high skill
Stealthy
ceiling.
with the Tracer duel was able to get Shinbone. Oh, but falls to the ball.
Stout's going to need to chill here as Carthage does have... Oh, but they managed to turn the tide.
Ooh, they may be able to get this. But the payload is right under the bridge at the moment, which can be either way, like you guys were talking about in the first map. Like, it's a double-edged sword with this first point.
I think for right now, Stout wants to keep it there as much as they possibly can, because the bigger the area, the easier it is for Ball to kind of get set up and work his magic.
Definitely.
So by keeping him in a confined space and keeping your team in a confined space, it definitely makes it way easier. Here comes the Diva Bomb.
The Diva Bomb.
Hide behind it. And
unable to do much.
Ooh, he does manage to get back in.
But already at half health, and the Echo copies the Diva.
And Ball goes down. That's big for UW-STOUT.
But
They want to get this copy out of the way as soon as possible, especially with the Diva one with that bomb.
Yeah, we don't want two tanks on their side at this point. At the moment...
If you have EMP, I have a feeling we might see it come out here.
Killjoy goes down by the Echo. Master Bubbles are just hanging on. They're trying to get the point, but I think Carthage gets the first one.
Carthage does grab this first point. Stout's going to need to reevaluate and reset as they move into the hangar.
Definitely. Of course, Ball's going for that high ground and stuff. Spinal unfortunately gets picked off from his invis.
Ooh, but he resets right back up there.
Yeah.
Spinal and Master Bubble are definitely going to want to control this high ground up here.
Carthage has 3, possibly 4 ults about ready, while UW-STOUT kind of has almost 3 ready, but only 1 at the moment. This Ball gameplay is just being such a struggle for Stout at the moment.
Yeah, there's not a lot anybody can do here into this.
No, it's either you have to focus on your backline and can't get any space, or every man has to fight for himself somehow, which can be quite difficult.
Cloud, yeah.
You get the Echo copy.
So the Saga's looking. Oh, right when I say it. Master Bubble does not quite get the touch. He needs to get out.
I don't think he's going to be able to. Unfortunate for Stout.
4 minutes and 30 seconds is a intimidating time bank for
It's not impossible, but it's getting really tough with this. We have switches coming from Stout, though, trying to at least slow them down. We got Roadhog gameplay and Stealthy Sock on Soldier. Curious to see what the Roadhog is. Haven't seen him much lately.
Yeah, I saw them warming up earlier.
Ooh, we got a Sombra getting nano boosted.
They want to look to get that ball, especially while he's hacked with that nano up.
Trying to do everything he can just to get rid of it. Spinal does fall to Shinbone, though. Lots of just damage coming from Carthage that Stout just can't really distribute too well.
No, Stout can't really get a break right now. They're trying really hard to stable here, but there's just constant pressure.
Unfortunate. They're trying their best, but first game to Carthage with 3.5 minutes.
That is quite another unflinchingly intimidating time bank.
Definitely. No, Carthage likes to play very fast. Once they have their tempo, they can go with it, and I don't know if we know if Stout can break that tempo enough.
Yeah, Stout kind of was just dealing with a snowball right there for a little bit. It was just a lot of pressure. They weren't ever really able to properly stabilize and collect themselves, which is a common thing that you see with dive comps because they're always setting up. They're always ready to pounce on you at the next chance, and um, when dealing with such a proficient one like this, with like Ball with his rework and Echo and Tracer, it's just a lot of pressure really quickly.
Yeah, and it's just like diving on our Stout's backline. Our supports can't really look at to help. They have to support themselves and everything, and everyone kind of scatters a little bit and unable to get enough footing together. So once again we have the Winston coming out. Hopefully Stout can at least push all the way to get us into overtime.
Yep. That's what we are. That's what we're looking for here. We want to kind of take that map and kind of break that, doom rolling cycle that they currently have right now.
Definitely. So Master Bubble's probably going to look for some kind of dive onto their line as much as he can. The Ball is just going to try not letting him take much footing, though.
The Moira does not have fade. That Echo's moving into an enclosed space.
No.
This is what Stout wants. Stout is up right now.
Yep,
they want to get some push.
Carthage is down by 2, Stout's down by 1, but this could work very well for Stout to at least get some push in.
Ooh,
Master Bubble's going low and down.
This is what Carthage was looking for here.
Just 1 or 2 picks and they'll take as much as they want. They're the team, you'll give an inch, they'll take the mile. Switches from Stout to Killjoy on the Kiriko, Clouds on that Lucio like we were thinking.
I'm very excited to see what they pull out here with this.
I mean, we know that these are the characters they're most comfortable with. But that Wrecking Ball won't let up on their backline.
There's just too much damage coming in right now from various sources. Stout is just kind of faltering right now.
Carthage also making some switches. The Moira is now a Kiriko as well. As we're just trying to fight to get to under the bridge as much as they can. Shinbone was able to get Master Bubbles as he was trying to escape. Wrecking Ball getting as much position as he can as they just wait for their time to come back.
Wrecking Ball does have mines coming into this fight, but Master Bubble also has Primal.
Yeah, I wonder if he's looking for a place to bomb. As I was saying, definitely. Stout does have 2 ults right now, coming close to a couple more. Carthage has the Echo copy and really close to beat. Jumpy Wizard was able to get the duel off of Cloud. Ooh, Ball able to fall to the Pulse Bomb. Master Bubbles raging all over the map, trying to get some kind of pressure or space or just something. But Echo has copied Winston.
I want to go in on this Lucio here.
Spinal able to get a couple picks.
Master Bubble follows it up with another Echo pick. See, that EMP when used at the right time is just brutal.
Stout just
Ball
needed a
here
few picks to take it. There we are.
That very good hack coming in from
hacking
Spinal
or Ball, I feel like is the same effect as hacking like a Doomfist, where they can't do anything without their abilities.
Yes.
Ooh, ZXC able to get Killjoy there.
ZXC is kind of a dominating force in this match right now. I feel like
definitely they're putting in the work there. Even being as Echo or as Venture, definitely see their name on the kill feed a lot.
Right, Stout trying to turn the tide right now with a Cloud kill on Shinbone.
Definitely. Stout has both support ults. Carthage only has one support ult, but Shinbone has their ult as well. Beat comes out for Carthage. Killjoy brings out the Kitsune. Ooh. Stout is able to take some picks.
See, this is the kind of momentum that you see when a team just starts, they get their groove on.
Yeah.
You know, they're in that rhythm, and like they're always set up, they're always ready, they're always waiting. They've got 3 on cart right now. They're just getting that push progress.
Definitely, and seeing if they can't take over the temple like Carthage had. They're trying to get their own. Carthage popping up ults, trying to stop the payload as much as they can. Master Bubble's just chasing whatever he could to get some kind of push or
Kiri
pick.
low, looking at the Kiri, and Master Bubble does get stuck. Unfortunate. Taking out the Kiri though with him, that is a big trade. EMP coming out, this could still mean Stout taking the lead here.
Can you get anything though?
Ooh,
Landmines
that
comes
pretty
off.
much ensures Stout is going to have to take the long way around. That was a really, really risky recall.
Yes. Right into the landmines.
Bubble's just going to have to look to back up here. We are going to have to look for this cap.
They're really close to the next point, but they only have 1 minute and 30 left, so they're not going to have quite as much time as Carthage had on their push, but they might still be able to do this. They're able to get their tempo. So it looks like Shinbone is looking to either get some picks and some damage done. Found Stealthy Sock. Are they going to duel? Nope, Cloud's coming to help Stealthy Sock with the duel. But also, all the other Carthage members going to help Shinbone.
Cannot get caught out in that room like that.
Ooh. Dive works very well for this map, but also the small, like, between this point, it's just, there's lots of low ceilings. And lots of small areas, so.
Are they going to be, oh, they do get the ball.
Are they able to get it? They're really close, under 2 meters.
They're going to try and look to try and stall here. They need to get these picks right now before the ball can get back.
Diva Online is now that Moira, just almost with Coalescence. EMP comes off, they just need some picks now. Stealthy Sock's trying to get that Lucio, but he just keeps hopping away. Unable to get a. Shinbone's just picking off everyone else that there is. 14
seconds.
seconds.
Try and reset for a quick touch here.
It's gonna be really hard. They only got 10 seconds, and that ball was not gonna let Master Bubbles through. Is Cloud touch? They're able to get some touch, but can they get the push? Master Bubble, yes, that could be really good for starting the push and the picks. Looks like, yep, Diva Online is down. Echo copied the Sombra, so you can't get some hacks. Landmines are out, and Master Bubble falls to them. Spinal trying to get some contestants, but the Wrecking Ball just keeps pushing people away. Spinal goes down, Stealthy Sock goes down, and that is it for that point.
Carthage takes round 2.
Definitely, and very well played on Carthage. They really like that fast tempoed pace, which Stout was able to counter a little bit towards the middle there, but just fell short.
Yeah, it was quite a tough matchup, honestly, right now. For I'm gonna be honest, these DPS are kind of running this right now. You know,
definitely.
ZXC, Shinbone are very clearly dominating the scene right now, and it's showing. There's constant pressure along with that ball. You know, with the ball rework, it's honestly like. It's just more about enabling your DPS. It puts like ball gets in there, he still gets all this shield, still gets all this health. You know, he's a big target. Look at me, look at me, look at me. But then he gives shields to his DPS, and so even while he's throwing that stuff in there, his DPS are getting that extra health and extra shielding, and it makes for a really, really feels like a wall is falling on you at one time, and it's hard to
Definitely,
pick which direction to
it's
look
that
at.
huge snowballing kind of thing, which Dive is going to be very well in this next match. We're in Flashpoint, and we got Suravaso for us for our next point.
I was really hoping for some more new Junk
I
City.
know, same, but I guess Saravasa is the one that everyone loves today. So,
which I just don't get. I personally, I would not do that.
no,
I like me some new Junk City.
definitely,
I think the maps are just supreme.
definitely. I like the variety that New Junk kind of has.
Mm-hmm.
Like the upper and lower areas, all the different maps has their own different things, kind of thing. Saravasa is like you get some environmental ways to like shield and all that, and that's really it. Like,
Right. So I have a feeling coming to this next match, Carthage probably going to be similar. I'm wondering if Stout is going to try and switch it up a little bit.
So, I'm pretty sure Carthage is going to go back with that fast-paced way that they have. If it works, it's going to be great. I wonder if they're going to do Ventures, though, again. Like, Echo was great for Watchpoint, but kind of hoping to see Venture again.
Yeah, we probably will see some Ventures. Feels like, yep, as called. Ooh, and Stout's running their Junker Queen comp. This should be interesting.
Junker Queen's always fun. Like, she's a tank, she goes fast, but like she doesn't seem, in my opinion, as like beefy as the other characters though when it comes to tanks. I don't know if that makes sense.
That's because she's got that shout ability, Does give her an extra 200 health. She moves faster. She's basically a DPS at that point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So, rushing to the first point like always. Looks like Carthage is going to take that side around. Ball is immediately going to go cause some chaos, it looks like. We're following Shinbone today. Looking for those back lines. Ain't going to let them breathe right there. Wrecking Ball coming around. Shinbone able to get
caught out.
Oh, both the support and the tank is down. That's gonna be quite rough. And there goes up 4. Spinal's probably just gonna retreat at this point. Unfortunate. Like a tracer that immediately goes for your backline, and you already have so much other chaos around you. You can't focus on something almost. Like,
right.
It's really difficult. Spinal with the Venture now. Okay, I'm excited to see what he has.
He's been playing them a lot this week. I know he's kind of been itching to trying them out in comp, and I think it might work well with this comp.
Definitely.
Nice the knife on Venture, insta killing.
Oh, Master Bubble's the nasty knife combo.
I know if you ever get caught in Master Bubble's knife snare, it's a one-punch knockout.
Definitely. Jumpy Wizard unable to escape. Master Bubble swings the axe to try to get the Wrecking Ball as he tries to get away. But I don't think Master Bubble's gonna let it happen. Oh, but he might actually have to let it happen.
There's too many shields that Wrecking Ball gets. And right when you say that, ooh, is he?
Is he gonna fall? I'm looking at that little health bar and it keeps getting to a sliver. Oh. Shinbone and Jumping Wizard taking out Cloud and Master Bubble. Unfortunate.
So it's going to be up to Stealthy Sock for a recontest here.
Either recontest or just let them take it and just regroup and get your footing. Spinal's going in for the recontest. Falls to...
It is a decent trade. They just need to clear out these mines. That was really brave for Master Bubble. That was a very well-timed rampage, actually.
Definitely. Still some bombs on the field, though, so movement is a little tight, as they have to stay on the point to get it. Ooh, the reload. Unfortunate for Master Bubble's knife in. Wrecking Ball is trying to stay that contestant, keeping Master Bubble's attention on him. Shinbone does have the pulse. Are we going to see it for this fight? Nope, Master Bubble and Spinal both fall. Cloud unable to do anything. Tracer 1v1.
Back up.
And the flashpoint is done. as we head on to the next point now. Oh, trying to stop any pushing that Stout can do. At least do a little bit of damage, maybe.
Right, Shinbone here looking for that pulse bomb. My guess is honestly he's probably gonna look for Spinal or Cloud. Cloud will be a little bit of a slippery target to grab here, so we'll have to see how that goes.
Unless he can get Killjoy without a fade.
That's true.
Oh, and he was able to get the spinal, and the Cloud. That's unfortunate for Stout. And Master Bubble also falls to Shinbone. Gosh, their DPS is doing so much work with this.
Yeah, Shinbone and ZXC are definitely hard to keep up with. That's for sure.
I mean, also with the work with their tank is also great, but we just keep seeing the DPS on the kill feed, like.
Right.
Just ain't gonna let Stout breathe at all. Oh, ZXC with their ult popping off, able to get Stealthy Suck and get Spinal and Cloud with the Master Bubble falling as well.
That Venture ult is terrifying to deal with.
With the landmine, especially with how they're positioned, if they couldn't go anywhere, they were pinchered into either Venture's ult or into landmines. Like, they had nowhere to go.
It was definitely a smart play by
Carthage.
Definitely a smart play by Carthage, yeah.
Master Bubble gets his ult out. Diva Online gets Cloud as they're fighting for their life, trying to get something, but Stout is unable just to get any sort of picks at all. As one more to go. This can either be it and Carthage wins, or Stout can try to show they can still fight on. They still got this.
It is time for the Stout reverse sweep, I believe.
Sweep.
The sheep is being spammed. It is time.
We gotta spam the sheep for the reverse sweep.
Shinbone here looking for another pulse bomb.
Oh, Master Bubble's on the Doomfist. Spinal with the ult, looking for something. Definitely.
Connects, get that Moira. Can they get the Lucio? They do get the Lucio.
It's currently Carthage with no supports. Are they able to finish it off? Ooh, Venture's solo
Venture
ulting.
uses their ultimate.
Oh, and they get the trade. Carthage still able to stand without their supports at that time. Stealthy trying to get some kind of contest, but
yeah,
unable.
Doing his best.
It's so weird seeing Ball just kind of hanging off the walls like he does now.
It's a little goofy.
Of course, Master Bubble's still staying on that Doomfist, trying to get, I guess, some pressure, but it's gonna be hard against that Venture pushing him back kind of thing. Is he gonna have anywhere to get a good punch? Is he gonna, like, as a tank player, what's your thought process with how much chaos is going on?
He wants to try and wait for the any of the DPS or any of the supports to use a cooldown and catch them out in the open, because you can do that. You can punch them into a wall just like he does there. Venture's able to fall. Now he's going to look to get this Lucio right here. Slamming on the Lucio. Unlucky. You should be able to get that punch in. I think I would have charged up the punch a little bit longer. He needs to watch out for that Tracer. He's trying to get the shields. Ooh. He manages to deflect the pulse bomb with the block.
Very good for our Master Bubble and all that. Holding off as long as he could with the rest of the team now on his back. This point is going down without a fight. Stout wants to continue fighting. They're trying so hard. They got the cap, but can they continuously keep this point? And it looks like they did. Very well done for Stout there.
So needs to be wary. Ball does have his mines again, and that seems to be a very, very difficult ult for Stout to deal with right now. So,
Definitely with how much
you know,
space Ball can take with that ult.
Stout definitely is going to need to look at, being very cautious and being very aware of. Speaking of the devil, that ult comes out and
after knocking down the people from the high ground as well, that is nasty of him. Of course, Stealthy Sock has his ult, Cloud uses beat, Spinal has ult. And they're fighting, continuously fighting for that 1 point. Spinal trying to escape from the ball.
I would definitely look to try and use ults here because this could be in last fight territory.
Definitely.
With Coalescence coming in, saving the day.
90 to 99. This could continue for Stout.
Alright, Stout does take 1 point. Moving on to the next. The reverse sweep starts now.
Let's go. Definitely, this could give better mental, also showing Stout, hey, they're nothing. We can still take them down kind of thing.
Indeed, this is the comeback story we've all dreamed of. Stout looking with 2 ults here, halfway to beat.
Spinal trying to get some kind of picks with his ult. Suzu comes out. Master Bubbles and Stealthy Socks are down from the 2. Unfortunate. Spinal just trying to keep his footing while everyone's trying to search for him.
He manages to bait them, thinking that he backed up, when in reality he's been there the whole time.
Gotta be unpredictable. Jumpy Wizard gets put down. ZXC has the ult, comes
forcing
out.
him to back off.
Carthage still has 4 ults on them though.
You want to see an EMP coming out here?
Definitely, but Spinal gotta be smart about it.
I would use it. I'd use it soon. Maybe help clear those mines off the field.
I believe EMP just disables the mines, but don't get rid of them though. I think I've done that a few times, where I thought, hey, EMP gotta get rid of them, right? They don't really. So, I wonder if he's holding it for either a combo or for a particular reason, like for different ults, for just to get their footing kind of situation. I wonder.
Probably one of the few. Definitely looking at maybe like a last minute.
There goes the
EMP. That was pretty good. Does let Stout kind of clean up. Can they take out Shinbone, or is Shinbone gonna get away?
No.
Like Shinbone did successfully back up. That was a really good use of EMP. Like you said, he was waiting for the right moment. Spinal back. It's back to an even 5v5.
Here comes Pulse Bomb, unable to get anything because of the Suzu save. Coalescence and Beat both comes out for Stout. Killjoy is down though due to ZXC's ult.
ZXC also down. Spinal falls though as well. Can Master Bubble hold this for Stout? We need to try and back up and hold stall as much as possible.
Trying to keep that point as much as they can. They have one more fight. They have to stay on the point to keep that overtime though.
Unfortunately, they do not have any ults to recontest here, which is...
That Kitsune rush could be very fatal for Stout.
And
unable for a touch.
They don't even get the touch.
Unfortunate. Carthage is with a 3-0. Well played from them.
And Carthage advances, and I believe Stout moves down into the losers bracket for now. Down, but not out.
Definitely. They still have a chance. They can still prove, hey, we just had a bad match maybe. Like, we can definitely come back and do this. And there's a chance
100%.
they'll play again later. Who knows?
100%. Well, that was... Even though that it was a Carthage 3-0, I think that was a very spicy match. I think there was a lot going on, a lot of back and forth between the teams.
Definitely.
Stout never let it, we did take a point in Flashpoint. It wasn't an easy 3-0 there.
They're
I'm
able
definitely
to
looking
grab
forward.
something, yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to see what they pull out against in the losers bracket. See if maybe they can come back and hit it, run it back.
Definitely.
See if they can get it.
Definitely. And we have a next game coming up at 6, and it's gonna be who against who?
Stevens Point versus Madison, I believe.
Ooh, that's gonna be interesting.
Should be an interesting match.
Very
Madison
interesting.
definitely showing us that there's some top contenders last night, and Stevens Point doing that earlier in the tournament. It'll definitely be a hard fought victory. So
Yeah.
I'm very excited to see who is able to do that this time.
Definitely. So, I think that's it for Odin and I, though. We aren't going to be casting the next game, but thank you for everyone to show up. Love seeing everyone watching the games and everything. So, I think.
All right. Well, I'll see you guys at 6.
See ya.
Take care.